A team who studies the health of miners in Pennsylvania will lose their jobs next month under the direction of RFK Jr. And Senator Dave McCormick said if U.S. Steel and Japan's Nippon Steel do merge, it will bring billions of dollars to Allegheny County's Monongahela River Valley. This and more in today's Week in Focus for the Pennsylvania Capital Star. First up, the 100-person team at NIOSH's Bruceton facility in Allegheny County that studies the best ways to prevent injuries, illnesses, and death in coal mines were notified that their jobs would be eliminated in June. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has assured lawmakers that critical programs in his department, specifically those protecting coal miners, would continue despite drastic cuts to his agency's staff and budget. A spokesperson provided a statement to the Capital Star noting that Secretary Kennedy has been working hard to ensure that the critical functions under NIOSH remain intact. Now, as it stands, strict limits on research spending and travel would prevent who's left from doing a lot of their previous work, and employees are speaking out about the dangers of those cuts. Up next, Senator Dave McCormick said a pending merger between U.S. Steel and Japan's Nippon Steel would preserve America's control of the company and bring billions of dollars to Allegheny County's Monongahela River Valley. He stressed that of the $14 billion that Nippon would invest in U.S. Steel, at least $2.4 billion would be in the Mon Valley, including the construction of a new electric arc furnace that McCormick claimed would create another 10,000 jobs in the building trades. Governor Josh Shapiro said Tuesday that he was cautiously optimistic, but added that much work remains to be done, while Representative Summer Lee, whose Allegheny County district includes the Mon Valley, said the consideration of workers and their communities must be central to the deal. The United Steelworkers noted that much of the $14 billion investment would occur in the next 14 months. That timeline would closely align with the expiration of the union's labor agreement. And finally, a new state law banning the use of handheld cell phones and other electronic devices takes effect next week. Now, for the first year, police will only issue warnings to drivers caught violating the law, but starting in June of 2026, violators will be hit with a $50 fine. Motorists will still be permitted to contact emergency services while driving and continue to use hands-free technology to make calls and send texts. This has critics of the legislation, including the American Civil Liberties Union of Pennsylvania, arguing that the law will expand police power to engage in pretextual traffic stops for a crime that will be difficult to prove. The group says that's because the collected data will not be publicly available under Pennsylvania's right-to-know law, where it will be specifically exempt from access. Instead, the state police or a designated third party will compile and annually release a report based on the data. For the Pennsylvania Capital Star, I'm Natalie Bencavanga, and this was your Week in Focus.